Hello, welcome to your 17th Node.js tutorial. In this tutorial, let's see how to serve static files like your HTML, your CSS files, your JavaScript files, your image files, your videos. Let's see how to serve them to your browser in Node.js. So what we have here is come here in your Node.js file and create in your folder. These are anything folder. We create an extra folder called public. You can call it anything. We can call it public anything. Do you understand? And inside there we have our files. Let's say I have my CSS files here. I have my JS files. Okay, so for this example, I'll just use the image. Then I pasted this image right here. Okay, so we want to be able to serve this image to the server. We'll use a class in Express.js called static. To do that, let us test first of all what happens if we navigate to this path. If we navigate to public static images and then express.js. So what we have is / public static, and we have images. We have express.js.png. As you can see, the server does not understand this request. It cannot process it, even though we have routed it. We seem to have routed it properly. So what we'll do is to make sure that the server node knows that this particular folder contains some static files that we'll be using throughout our application. So we have to tell node about the existence of this folder in our code. Okay, so let's see how we'll do it. Alright, so back to our server.js, and this is our code that we used to run in the last video. We just need to tell node about the existence of one of our famous folders. We'll say, hey, you can use this particular file. They use express.static to serve this. This folder contains some static files that we will be needing. Public static. Okay, so this is how we do it. So we're telling node that, hey, we may be making requests to some static files inside this folder, and that hasn't. Now we have done that, we can you need to rerun your server for it to work. So we press Ctrl+C on your keyboard to exit this. Ctrl+C, we've exited. So we run the server one more time, again, enter, and it's running one more time, and then we get back to this and hit enter. You will still notice the same error. It's not saying this, but then since we have already told node about the existence of this folder, we don't need to add this folder again in the URL. So we just need to say, hey, go to images and express.js. We hit enter, and guess what? Node already knows that there is a folder here that it can find some of these static files. So automatically it serves the file whenever this request is made. Okay, we don't need to write any extra code to serve it. Alright, that's how to get this done. To save time, let's quickly do some other fun stuff. Let's create a HTML file. I already have one. You can create yours, index.html. Inside it, we will open it with a browser, and this is what we have there. Basically, head tag HTML, then we have head, then we have this, and then inside the body we have this. Alright, let's see how we can serve this page easily. What we will do is to quickly do something in the routing. Right here we have in our code, we have done for the home page. We can just quickly do for the index page. So if someone visits our URL /index.html or just /index, we should serve this page. We should serve our index page. Remember what I taught you a few videos ago, where directory name refers to a particular stuff. Just get the directory name, put a slash, then find the folder called the file called index.html and serve it. This is if this request comes, respond with this file. Alright, so we've saved it. We will run our server again, Ctrl C, then up arrow key, enter, and there we have it. So if we say index and hit enter, it runs, it gives us the full address. It gives us this. Okay, so as you can see, we are just merely telling it, hey, if we get a request on this URL, just print out this. But then if we want to send if we want to actually send the contents of this file, we'll tell it something else, send file. Okay, so let's uncomment this and run our server again, Ctrl C, up arrow key, enter, and it's running. Then we make the request one more time, enter, and that settles it. So the next, let's just wait for it. As you can see, it's loading. Let's just wait for it to serve the file. Yes, that's done, and that took quite some time. So this request comes in, the code simply sends this file or serves it to the client that is making the request, which is our browser. So in the next tutorial, we'll be doing some cool fun stuff, but I just want to, this is just about routing. Let's do one more stuff just to show you index page for JSON. You can say about page. So in this about page, about the person, they will see the list of everybody's name. So we'll just say let's create some JSON and say user authors. So when we have authors, we can say that authors is equal to, you just know that you can go to your database, write some code that will go to your database, fetch some file, fetch some data, and convert it to JSON and display. So maybe the list of authors, that's what I want to do. We can say first name of the author is Dave, and the last name of the author. This is more like JavaScript objects. Partner, the middle name, okay, and so on and so forth. And once we have this, what we can do is we'll print it out. You can say respond with, you know that this res is the variable we use. If you use a different variable here, you have to use a different one here. So we have just respond, convert this guy to a string, and authors. So let's see how it goes. Of course, you need your commas here, the last one doesn't usually need it. Alright, so if this was written well, then it should run. Okay, so we're good to go. So what this line does is, hey, get this data, which is here, convert it to a string format so we can print it. So we get to our command prompt and Ctrl C, up arrow, enter, runs one more time. So we, what did we even do? About, so slash about, and there we have it. our data is printed in JSON format. So first name Dave, last name this one, that. Okay, so this is how to serve values or whatever to your page or respond with it. Okay, in the next tutorial we'll be doing 1 or 2 more fun stuff, and then we're done with Express.js. It's quite simple. All right, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and then donate if you can. Thank you.